when you start reading the books, you get so many good things. When you get the good things, then you become knowledgeable person. So knowledge is the basic, we can say, pillar of the communication. As much as you are knowledgeable, as much as you have a good words, as much as you have a good quotes, that much you would be the good communicator.
Definitely, I'm really agree with your point, ma'am. Today, before begin, I want to start one beautiful quote. The expert in anything was once a beginner. The expert in anything was once a beginner. Then we are going to learn how to speak English fluently and confidently because as per our observation, as we suffered, many people are suffering. Then today my guest is Nirmal ma'am, and today I'm so excited to welcome ma'am for discussion on communication skill on my channel.
Okay. I, Dr. Nirmal. So I am a PhD holder and working as an assistant professor in law department, and I am from Punjab.
Very good. This really sound is good. And today we are going to discuss about English communication, how much important in this era. And due to English communication, somewhere you are lagging if you are unable to talk with the people. Whatever you have knowledge is different matter, but you are unable to reply the English communication, then definitely you feel nervousness and anxiety. Then today the session is the how to start from zero. In this session, we are today going to talk about the value of the books the book is supporting us for improvement the communication skill and also how to book improve our communication skill the ma'am definitely I want to brief this answer in the short.
Yes, sir. So, as you said earlier, expert are the beginners. So, when we start from the scratch with regard to the communication skill, so there are four pillars of the communication, that is reading, writing, listening, speaking also. So, as you said, you are going to focus on the reading portion only and about the books only. So, books are the primordial part for the communication. So basically, books are not only the cluster of words or cluster of pages. So when you start reading the book, when you pick the book, you are not pick the book of the pages. You just going to jump into the thought process of the author. So by reading, you know what kind of temperament, what kind of thought process, what is the writing style of the author. So no doubt, there is no doubt in it. So when you start reading the books, you get so many good things. When you get the good things, then you become knowledgeable person. So knowledge is the basic, we can say, pillar of the communication. As much as you are knowledgeable, as much as you have a good words, as much as you have a good quotes, that much you would be the good communicator.
Definitely I'm really agree with your point ma'am and one more question is that can reading books alone make someone fluent in English?
Yeah, so as I said earlier, so there are four components of communication: reading, listening, speaking, and writing. So, if all these four pillars of the communication work in tandem, then you would be the good communicator. So, when we are talking about the only reading also, so by reading, you can improve your speaking skill also, communication skill also. You get good words also. When you have a good words to speak, then more or less you can communicate in a good way. So, I think so by reading and by listening. So these are the primordial pillar for the communication. We could never ever ignore these. And when we are talking about the reading, so by reading you get so many good things. So when you get the good things, then you become a good person.
Yes, ma'am. No doubt, book is the very important for improvement the English communication. If people will read the book consistently, then get the different kinds of vocabulary and how can form the sentences, and also they connect with the stories or any no ancient things. They can hold ourselves in the book, and in this way they can be consistent, be learn the ideas, technique. But really, people should understand the value of the book. Then they can read and they can adopt the adaptability of the reading book is not easy task. And what genres of books you recommend for the best English language learner?
So Sarah, as you said earlier, so books are the pillar of the communication, and there are different genres of the books. Well, maybe communication. There are so many books on communication. There are so many books on self-help, motivation, even courses book also, study book also. So when we are improving ourselves for the purpose of communication, so we have to pick all kind of books, because it was said by the Leo Tolstoy. So knowledge is the distiller of the darkness. So if you have a knowledge, then it is the power of an individual. It is the power of the speaker. And when you learn how to get knowledge, that is the superpower of that person. So I think so for the communication, you may pick any book. So when you pick any book, then always books give you something. Book never snatches something from you. It is always give something good to the reader. So when the reader read the book with the purpose to learn good things, good words, good idea, then you will be the good speaker, you would be the good communicator. So moreover, like you can, we can say, home your thought process. You can think in a good way. So as per the Leo Tolstoy said, so if you have a pain, you are alive. If you have a pain for the other, then you are a human being. So it is difficult to be a human being. So you may be expert in your profession, you may be expert in your field also, but you would not be a good human being. So for to be a good human being, so we have to pick good books. We have to inculcate the habit of good readings also. So in the present generation, so good reading books, like they have give up this good habit. So we have to inculcate the good habits of reading in our children also, as well as in the students also.
Absolutely right, ma'am. I agree with your point. You know, the today I'm remembering the beautiful quote: "A book is a dream that you hold in your hand. A book is a dream that you hold in your hand." Because book teaches how can we start our journey. Book teaches idea, which idea we have to adopt. Book teaches our history. Book teaches what we are doing, and lots of information. Because on a, if you are reading on a book, don't think that it's a 100 or 200 page book. You always remember this is a 20, 30 years experience of the author. Because any writers writing any book, then definitely they have lots of experience, and in that book they reveal the experience how he or she improve a lot because of this technique, because of this idea, and how he removed all negativity and all the problems due to the idea. Then people should always remember that what we are doing and how can improve without knowledge. If you want a proper knowledge and accurate knowledge, then definitely people should read the book, connect with the book, indulge ourselves in the book, and definitely after few months, after few days, you feel that now we are collecting the data in our mind. And if you have a data, then you can speak on any point, because every communications depend on your data. Wherever you are going to talk on which topic, on which area, and there you need of the data. Then where from come data? If you want to accurate data, then definitely people should read the book. The book is a dream in our hand. Don't think that the book is a very no waste thing. And this is my understanding on book. And you explain what perfectly on the book, and in depth what you want to advise to learner who is started from zero and who want to improve in English communication, and how can take a support from the book and improve the English communication, because every knowledge, every content in the book, then it impossible do anything without the book. Then what your opinion, what is your advice for beginner?
So, when we are talking about the communication, because it is the main core of our discussion is communication, then how the books are helpful for the communication.
You're right.
So when we are talking about the books, so one book has a capacity to change the world. So when the reader change the mindset, change the temperament to see the thing, then that person has a capacity to change the sounding, change the family, change the city, and change the world also. So we always accept that change with open arms. So when we are talking about the beginners for the communication, so we have to focus on the good books also. So when you read the good books, then you get so many good things, good thought also. So good thought process also. So when you mingle with all these things, then gradually and slowly you become a good communicator. So communication is not a like we can say easy task. It is a arduous and daunting task. On daily basis, from morning to evening, the communicator, the good, if the person who want to be a good communicator, have to work on ourselves from morning to evening, what to read, how to retain, then what new word he encounter in the book. So how to hold those new words in the mind. So these are very, I think, say arduous task and daunting task. So when we are talking about the books also, as per me, so even I consume more than 100 books. So even I am a voracious reader. So always pick a good book because when you like different genre, you pick the books from the different genres, then you have a little knowledge about the everything. When you have a knowledge, then you can speak fluently, then it boosts your confidence also. So even in the present time, so our environment is polluted, our water is polluted, our air is polluted, even our mind is polluted because there are so many bad things on social media loaded with bad things, and we are human beings. So being a human being, we always gravitate towards the negative things. It was difficult to gravitate towards the good literature, towards the good books, towards the good people. So for the good communication, even for the good human being, so we have to stick with good books also. So even so we can be our own doctor. So we have to get knowledge about the Ayurveda, about the body, about the water, about the fire, diet also. So we have to pick like any book from all these genres. So as per me, ma'am, what are the best book for me? Attitude is Everything. This is a good book written by the Jeff Killer. It is basically tells about your mindset, how you can change your mindset from poor to the strongest mindset. Then there is another book because in the present time in India, depression, anxiety in the people increasing day by day, especially in the youngster. So, for how to take care of our mental health, there is a one book written by Dr. Daniel Amin, a famous neurologist of America. He has a specialization in SPECT scan, that is You Happier. So, in this book, basically, how to take care of our brain, that is very, very much important. Then, third book is written by Shiv Sareen, Dr. Shiv Sareen, that is Own Your Body. So, how to take care of the body, it is very, very much important in the present time also. Then, there is another book written by Robin Sharma, Who Will Cry When You Die. So, this is the mantra of life. So, by reading good books, I think so you can get everything. Even you can get every good idea. So as the famous philosopher Socrates said, then strong mind discuss ideas, average mind discuss events, and weak mind always discuss the people. I think so. These are the only books which make your weak mind to the strongest. So always, it's my humble request to the youngster, particularly students, so always stick with good books, good literature. If you really want to be a successful person in the life, so always read a good authors, good writers. Even Thomas Edison is one of the good examples in front of us because we are human beings. We always have to give up the things. So as per that person, genius is 1% inspiration and 99% hard work and perspiration. If we really want to be a good communicator, we should never give up. We have to work hard, and more harder. And one day you will be on the top of the communication level.
Very good informative information, ma'am, about the book. And really, if you talk about the total talk in the nutshell, then if you want to become proficient in English, then reading books should be a priority in day-to-day life, because the book make us awareness, book create us knowledge, book wisdom. Because due to book, we are getting the idea, we are getting the technique, what we have to do. Very effective session today. And one more thing I want to uh, tell here my viewer who are still watching, it means you want to improve ourselves. You are here, stay here till now. It means you are curiosity to learn English communication. We are also learner. We are also try to improve our English communication. The way you want improve very quickly, it's not proper way. Try to understand the process of anything. Without process, we can't learn, we can't achieve anything. Follow the process one by one. I'm going to talk same feedback session. This is how to improve our communication skill from zero to fluent. Because we can't learn fluency within a few months or within a few days. There are a process. Then in this process, the book is the very proficient, no, proficient what you can say thing for improvement our communication skill. To become proficient in English reading, then definitely you should adopt the book and read whatever you want. Might be a story book, might be any self-help book, and as per your convenience, you can read whatever you want. But the value of the book so much important in the English communication. And Nilu, ma'am, you want to talk anything, any special advice?
Yeah, I would like to give message to the newcomers, new beginner on the journey of the communication. So have patience, slow and steady wins the race. So communication is a long journey. So journey of the 1,000 miles always start with the one step. So take the one step. It is difficult. So don't think, just thinking. You have to convert your thinking into the action. So stick with good books, good literature, good words, hold good things in your mind, change your temperament. When you change your temperament, mindset, we can say, then you can change your courage, change your motivation, then you would be the good communicator. So have patience, just go with the flow, keep always good book with you.
Yeah, right. Absolutely right, ma'am. Really, this is a very informative message for all of the beginner. Please understand the process of the book reading and value of the book reading. And thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us. Really, it's very helpful for beginner. And as you for us also, you are also learner and you want to improve our communication skill. And this is a part of the session how to start zero to fluent, how to learn English communication from zero. Thank you so much once again. Really, this is a
Thank you so much.
thank you.
Thank you so much
Thank
once again.